today's video, we're going to talk with Tim from Everyday Tactical Vids about the top 5 things you need to know about Blade Show. It's coming up next on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. I'm here with my friend Tim from Everyday Tactical Vids. Tim, thanks for taking time.
Yeah, of course.
We usually run into each other at these shows. We're going to talk about, Tim is a veteran of this process, much more than me. We're going to talk about the top 5 things you need to know if you get the opportunity to come to Blade Show. So, Tim, what would be the #1 thing you would say?
So #1 thing is you're going to be surprised how much money people are willing to spend on knives. So yesterday, for a couple examples, I was at the Hogue booth, and three guys bought almost all of their drop point knives. The owner of the Hogue company, Neil Hogue, or maybe he's the CEO, but anyhow, he said, I can't give you all my knives, I need at least keep some. So they were going to buy everything that had a drop point.
Wow.
So that's that, and then this is the first year out of the last maybe 4 that I've been able to get up to the Busey booth, because every year it's totally sold out. This is the first time I've ever seen their knives, because people come up. I think last year people bought a suitcase full of knives.
Wow.
So I'm like,
and those are not cheap knives.
They're not. So for you and me, when we're like $100, $150 to invest in a knife, all right, I'm going to really use this knife. Other people are just like, load them in.
Wow.
So that's the first thing I was shocked by, and I learned at Blade Show.
Okay, so I'll go. My first thing is wear good shoes. Man, you may know I've had some foot issues, but I'm telling you, you're going to spend a lot of time on your feet, a lot of walking. It is a big place, and there's a lot to see. So I highly recommend wearing some really good shoes.
Yes, I agree.
So mine are simpler than yours.
#3 is how great the knife community is. I mean, we're hanging out here at LT Wright's booth, and it's like you're talking to somebody you know for 50 years. Yep. You know, they're like, hey, come hang out. And I feel like every booth you go to, not every booth, but the vast majority of booths, people are like that. Yep. Every once in a while, you get somebody who walks up to a booth and swipes a knife, and everybody I talk to is annoyed that that happened, because it's so rare that it happens.
Yeah, because everything's out on display. It's pretty much a trust system.
Yep.
And what I've noticed too is you'll see people from all walks of life, obviously dressed different, but everybody just gets along. We all have a common interest and a common bond here. Just the fact that it's all about just outdoors and knife stuff, which is pretty cool.
I agree.
So number 4. Number 4 is, and this is something I'm guilty of, is you got to drink, man. You got to drink water. It's amazing. There's just so much to talk to, so many people to talk to, so much to do. You'll be driving, and all of a sudden realize, man, I've got a headache, my mouth's dry, like it is right now, and stay hydrated. I know that's important in the outdoors. You don't think about it so much in the indoors. We're in an air-conditioned environment here, but man, you walk around, next thing you realize, I haven't had anything to drink in a couple, 3 hours, so stay hydrated. So, again, simple. So,
but that's true. On that note, when you're here, if you're shooting video, you're thinking about video.
Right.
And even if you're just hanging out, if you feel terrible by day 2, day 3, you're going to be shot. So slow down a little bit so you can be faster overall, right?
That's right, yeah. So, and drum roll, number 5.
This isn't probably the most exciting, but I think we're starting to see a shift in the knife industry as far as mid-year releases. So there are way more companies this year and last year that didn't have mid-year releases. Yeah. So I think they're doing like a big push around January, Christmas time maybe, and then maybe trickle out a couple after that. But past couple years, it's been lower and lower. I was over at the Benchmade booth. I don't think they have anything new this year. If they do, it's 1 or 2 random things. And I feel like the more of them are saying the mid-year thing doesn't work, we're going to wait really around the holiday seasons, because that's when they sell stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've noticed that just in comments, people always want to know what's new. Yep. And if you're a knife maker, a company, you got an inventory, you got a catalog of stuff to sell. Yep. Sometimes you just want to sell what you got. You know, if you keep making, there seems in our society there seems to be this constant desire for new, better. But sometimes if it ain't broke, you don't need to fix it.
Right. We're right here by the Essie booth. They've got a new hungless, which is just like 1.5 inches or 2 inches shorter. But it's still a hungless. Yeah. They have a new SE6 a little while ago, but it's still an SE6. They have 1 new knife out of all their knives. And when I talked to them yesterday, they said, we want to do stuff well and not just push stuff out. And I think that's probably a better approach. Yeah,
exactly. It's just like the Tops knives. They've been working on a folding bob for 2.5 years. Yeah. So it's like they're just taking their time. So new's not always better, but I have noticed the same thing. There's still a few new models coming out, but if you're watching a bunch of Blade Show videos looking for new stuff, you probably won't see as much this year.
Did you see the Tops folder?
I did. It's really cool.
You know how much he's selling it for?
Yeah, he did.
If you want a Tops folder, they're for sale. They're limited run right now.
Yeah, they're like 500 bucks for the pre-production model. I think the production models will probably be somewhere about half that.
Yeah,
but still pretty pricey. But it's a solid knife.
Yeah, if you're gonna get it for 500 bucks, you're probably gonna put it on the wall. You're not gonna be out there.
Yeah, it's got a case and all that stuff. Exactly. Nice little thing. So,
all right.
So anyway, thanks for taking time to talk to us. I know you're busy out there running a lot of videos. Thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. Put out a brand new video every Friday and Saturday and very often throughout the week. You can check out a new one right here. And if you're not subscribed, I would invite you to do so by clicking right down here in the corner. I really appreciate your support. Once again, my name is Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.